Good morning, all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to Skill Sprint 2025, an initiative by JCI Triprayar to learn, grow, and empower ourselves through a series of insightful sessions. Over the past weeks, we have had the opportunity to enhance our skills in various domains, and today we are here for session number 10, focusing on an essential skill, that is conflict resolution. To lead us throughout the session, we have with us an accomplished professional, Jc Vysakh V, hailing from Chalakudi, Thrissur. Jc Vysakh has built a strong foundation in the field of marketing. He holds an MBA from SEMS School of Technology and Management, Ernakulam, and has gained 4 years of experience in marketing, shaping him into a result-driven professional. Currently, he serves as an executive at Apollo Hospital, Karuti, where he applies his expertise in communication, strategy, and problem-solving qualities that are crucial in resolving conflicts effectively. However, his aspirations extend beyond his current role as he aims to become a corporate trainer, a path that aligns perfectly with today's theme of fostering strong professional relationships. Coming from a close-knit family consisting of his father, mother, sister, and grandmother, he deeply values communication, understanding, and collaboration, all of which are key elements in conflict resolution. With his experience, passion, and commitment to personal growth, we are in for an insightful session. So, without further ado, let us put our hands together and welcome Jc Vysakh V. Over to our speaker, Jc Vysakh V from JCI Cochin. Welcome, sir.
Thank you again. Thank you, Ms. Anjali, for giving me a wonderful introduction to me, about me. So, as I'm again introducing myself, I am Vysakh. So today's our topic for the today is conflict resolution, and we everyone has facing different type of conflicts in our life, like in family or personal life or in community or organizations. So what I am planning to take a session on how to deal conflicts and how to resolve conflicts in an organizational structure, because most of our people, we were working or we are managing a business or working in an organization, so we need to know how, why, and how to do a managing a conflict and its resolutions. So I'm sharing my presentation right now. So first of all, we can see about what are the different type of organizational conflicts are there in a corporate world. So we can say that it will be interpersonal between two people. There will be a conflict will be there. It's very common, and there will be conflicts between ourselves, because within our mind there will be there, and it will also affect the organizational well-being. We say between two people, two or more people, or between ourselves, or between two groups, or between two companies or two organizations. These are the type of conflicts are happening in our world. So I would like to introduce you about these things. So first of all, what is conflict resolution? I would like to hear you from any one of you, why and when this conflict arises. Can anyone say why or when this conflict arises?
When we have a difference of opinion with the person who's presenting the project or something.
Yeah, that's a good point, ma'am. Thank you so much. And also thank you for the point. And also I would like to add one more point. Also, not only the difference of opinions are there, but also if any need is there for a person, for example, a or B party is there, and one A party has a need to be satisfied, but there will be a constraint from another party, that means the B party is there for achieving it, or there will be some conflicts regarding that. Then from these conflicts are arising. So from that, this kind of difference of opinions are there, and everything will come. So the needs are not being met is the main source, or main base for the arising the conflicts. So in perspective of definition, I can say is that conflict resolution is a methods and process in facilitating a peaceful ending for conflicts. So that's what we say in terms of definition, what is conflict resolution. Say is that if an organization or if a manager or a leader doesn't have a or have a little conflict resolution skills, then it will be a great negative impact for organization. Not only the organization, but between the workers. It will be there will be division or separatism, or we can say groupism among workers, and eventually it will affect the productivity of the organization. That's why a company or organization or a leader or a manager needs a good conflict resolution skills. So moving to, I would like to show you a small example of two leaders of two countries. And I'd like to give you a disclaimer regarding that. It's not, I'm just saying is an example to show you a recent example regarding conflict resolution. So there is no favoritism, no politics are involved here. I would like to say a disclaimer regarding that. And I hope everyone understands that. So these are two people. There's no need of introduction for these two people. I would like to say is that there's a recent statement given by Mr. Trump about Mr. Modi. So, guys, anyone know what's his comment? Anyone? I'll give you a small clue. It's about negotiation. It's about conflict resolution. He has given a good comment about our Prime Minister.
They both are good leaders and good in resolving conflicts.
It's actually Trump says that PM Modi is a better negotiator. So there is no need of conducting a contest for that, because he considered our Prime Minister as a better negotiator. So that's what the latest recent statement was we given about our Prime Minister. So when I checked, first of all, when I Googled about, or when I was done conducting research about this our topic, I was first seeing this example as a real life example recently. So that's why I just shown you an example. And also this is about political leaders. So I'd like to say some a small example about a person in my community, in my area. His name is Jayan. He's actually conducting a small business, but he's much more involved in people's interference in local areas. So what he's doing is that if he's actually normally a normal person, subtle person, so people don't see him, they won't see him every day, or don't asking help for every day, or don't showing that much great respect to him. But if there is any problems arises between people, like we say, there are a lot of conflicts are arising within a community compared to an organization, it will be much more. So when a just kind of conflicts arises, this that person Jane will the people will call him, and he will come for the negotiation. So he has a when because I seen him since my childhood days onwards. I'm seeing that person. So how he is actually listening, how he is actually listening to both parties' conflicts, and how he is getting the solutions. It was a great. It was one of a great example for me about regarding conflict resolution. What are the skills we needed for a conflict resolution? So let's see the example. I will take the example of Mr. Jain. I said, like I said right now. So first of all, we need open communication, because we need a mindset to, and we need a facility. That means we need a that because we first of all we need to be a negotiator, that other people may may need a facility to contact us, to communicate with us freely to about the problems. Then only they can able to come us, or we can able to deal with them for a conflict resolution. So that's why we need to take a policy of an open door policy in an organization, because once we were a manager or we were leader, if our subordinates or if our colleagues are having issues, they will feel that they can come freely or easily, or they can without any worries to contact or have a getting a solution from that. So that's what we say in open communication, and also active listening. There's no need for an explanation, because we need to hear fully what the A party or B party or other what they are telling about their problems. And also the third one is most important, emotional intelligence. The as I said an example in Mr. Jayan, is one of a great quality is emotional intelligence, because as I said, in a community, in a local areas, the people the conflicts is arising will be these people having high amount of emotions. So they will trigger, their words will be triggered maybe a party's words will be triggered, but so that things are there. So if a person is having not having a proper emotional intelligence, they will also react. That conflict resolution and also react accordingly. And also, so that person must deal with his emotions in a subtle manner. That's why we need that. It's very important to have an emotional intelligence, because this giant Mr. Person is having a good amount of intelligence in regarding how to handle the emotions, because I seen how he subtly responding to the this kind of triggering words from the parties when they are dealing with these conflicts. And also the fourth point is impartiality. It's very simple. Don't give any partiality or any kind of favoritism to anyone. Then only we can able to give a proper and unbiased solution to the people. And also definitely patience. We need to hear, listen fully what is happened, because there, if a problem is happening, we need to listen the all situations regarding that. Then only we can able to give a solution regarding that. So we can able to understand what is the who is right or who is wrong, or who or what is we need to do. So these are the 5 most basic conflict resolutions needed for a person. I would like to show you a video regarding an example for a conflict resolution. So please watch it, guys.
Now what am I supposed to do? I was counting on you to finish this up.
You should have finished it yourself. You're single. I have 2 little ones to take care of at home. You know how crazy my schedule is.
I'm tired of always having to do your work.
Hey, calm down. What's the problem here?
Well, you were standing there. You heard. Rachel didn't finish her half of the project, and now we're going to miss our deadline.
Amy, you know I have kids, and it's difficult for me to work in the evenings.
Rachel, how close are you to finishing the work?
I'm sure it can be finished by Friday.
Great. Friday is 2 days too late. That means we miss our bonus, and I was really counting on that money. This is your fault. You assigned her to this. I can't believe you got promoted to project manager over me.
Wow. Rachel, I trusted you.
None of you understand how hard it is being a working mom.
Okay, I know it's been a couple of hours since the situation occurred between the two of you, but I'd like to see if we can get this resolved. First off, I'd like to hear from each of you about what's going on with the project.
Well, Amy, as you know, I have kids at home, and it's almost impossible for me to work in the evenings. This project workload was just too much for me to finish with all my other responsibilities here. I'm going to get it done, just not by Wednesday.
Okay, Justin, go ahead. How do you see this?
You heard. She's not going to be done by Wednesday. That means we missed the bonus, and I really needed that money.
So, it sounds to me like the heart of the conflict is getting the project finished by Wednesday and getting the bonus. Do you both agree?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess so.
Do you have any ideas about how the two of you might finish this project by Wednesday?
Well, Justin can help me with what I have left to do.
That's not fair. I shouldn't have to do your work. I'm going to be busy finishing up my end, and besides, if I had time to do your half, I already would have.
Right, Justin. I know you're still playing hockey after work. I saw you leave with all your gear yesterday. There are things you don't want to give up too.
Okay, I have a suggestion. Rachel, can you delegate your other office responsibilities and just focus on this project? And Justin, I know how important hockey is to you, but could you maybe skip one practice and work on this with Rachel? And could the both of you maybe put in an extra hour after work tomorrow to finish?
Well, I guess I can let Mary handle the Keller account. And I think my mom can watch the kids for an hour. I can do it. I know it's really important to Justin.
I guess if Rachel is going to stay tomorrow, I can ditch hockey for a night. It would be really nice to get this done by Wednesday. I'm sorry I got so upset, Rachel. I could just really use that bonus.
Actually, I can use that bonus too. Don't kid yourself. I just didn't know how we can make it happen. Thanks, Amy.
All right, it sounds like we have a plan of action. If there's anything I can do to help the two of you in any way, let me know. Thank you both. Let's get back to work.
What this video was saying is that there's 2 people who were actually working, and they were actually about to complete a complete task. So they want to complete the task within Wednesday, but the problem is that the lady employee has having his own personal issues. She's a single mom, so she's can't able to complete this work within that Wednesday. So they were actually once they complete only this work within the Wednesday, only the other person also, the both people can able to receive the compensation. So that guy has already done his work early, but she can able to do it on time. So that was a reason for the conflict between them. So the managers came for the asking. So when they're talking about the regarding that person has shouted to her and even to boss regarding that why you guys were giving this task to her. So I don't see, because he was actually emotionally telling about and just even complaining about his manager also. So that was the first video he said. And the second video is that person sit along with these two people and just giving asking about what's happened, and just giving and asking about a potential solutions. They were conducting a brainstorming to how to do this activity. So what at last they happen is that this person they asked and this lady has asked for a help for that guy to help him negotiate, help him working with him, so they can complete the task within the considered time, so they can able to earn money. So it's actually mutually agreeing and mutually helping each other to complete the work done, because it is mutually beneficial for each one. So how it is happened? It is because of this person has taken a subtle and unbiased decision and make them understand he completely understand what both persons happen, the situation is happen, and make them understand what we want to do and why it is very much important for them to conduct a solution regarding that. So what are the lessons we learn from this? It's a small example how to deal a small conflict within the workplace. So we can say by point in steps. So steps to resolve the conflict in an organization or in a workplace. So first of all, what we want to investigate solutions. That means we want to investigate what happened. So what are the problems happen, and we want to listen from a party, both parties, and also we want to find the common ground. What's the common things are happening in between that? What's the common things to be solved right away, and how like that. And because in this example, we can say that these both people want to get work done within Wednesday, so they both want this incentive to be achieved. So that's a common ground here. And but the problem is that they cannot able to, the lady cannot able to work within that, complete within that day. So what the manager done is that she conducted brainstorming the solutions. So she was asking what we can do. So this is a problem. So what we can do? What's your suggestion? The manager asked to her, and later she asked to the guy. So she suggested a solution, and there was first of all there was a disagreement was there, but they able to discuss and able to get a solution. So they agreed on that solution. Then they delegated the responsibilities. I'm sorry. So they established the responsibilities means the work, like we say in example, what are the works left to do and what should be done by that person, that guy. It was transferred to him and established. And also the next point is, it is a duty for the manager or the concerned leader to document the incident. It is because if these kind of similar situations will happen in future, they can able to refer out this document and able to get a solution much more easily. And also follow up. Now the manager's responsibility is to follow up whether the solution agreed is happening or not. So these are the steps they want to do. So so these are the steps in a conflict resolution. Okay. So we can see that they discussed, they conducted brainstorming and arrived at a solution. So this was happened. What happens if there is no solution was arrived? If these both parties has not all agreed to a solution, if this if that girl, or sorry, if that woman or that man has not at all agreed to a solution, so there is no solution as achieved from this issue. So what we can do? Let's see to it. So there's a term for that. It's called BATNA. So have you heard? Has anyone heard about this term?
Batna could be the from the Hindi word meaning sharing responsibilities.
Best alternative for negotiable agreement.
Yeah, that's a great, that's a correct point. Thank you for that. It's actually this term is arrived from the English word. So it stands for like Dilip sir said, best alternative to a negotiated agreement. In simple words, we can say that if a person, like we say, if a person is going for an interview, he was negotiating with the salary offers and everything. So he find that at last the negotiation is not at all going to work, but he is having a plan B or an alternative plan that he is having another job offer is there. So he will go for that. Like that's what we call BATNA. For example, in this case, we see in that video, in that example, if the manager cannot able to arrive that solution from them, so she must have a alternative B to complete that work to be done. So once before she was able to give this task to the people, the manager should have a alternative solution. What happens if this work is not done on proper time? So it is also the manager's responsibility or the leader's responsibility to get a alternative solution regarding that. So that's what's it. So what's the importance of BATNA? So if we having a proper BATNA power, we can able to get a much more negotiation, because if we have a alternative plan, because we can able to negotiate much more effectively. We won't be desperate. That's what we say. Like we say in example in job, like say in job offer, if we are desperately looking for a one job and don't have any alternatives, we were very desperate to get a low salary for that job, so it won't be that much good for us. So like that we say, so if we have a proper best alternative, we can able to reduce our pressure, and also we can able to get a much more rational decision making, unbiased decisions we can take, and also we can able to get much more flexibility, because we have a lot of solutions out there. If you don't achieve plan A, we can achieve plan B or plan C, like that we can go. So that's why the importance of partner is needed in this scenario, if we don't get a proper solution from a conflict or a proper decision. So that's what called partner. So this is my small presentation here comes ends. Thank you for giving me an opportunity once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It was such a valuable session.
Thank you.
Vysakh sir brilliantly covered everything, resolving organizational conflicts peacefully and effectively without much affecting on employees and the organizations. So thank you, sir, for making it so engaging. Now, let us hear some feedback on the session. Feel free to unmute and share the feedback.
Good morning, Vysakh. It was a good presentation, but I think you could add some few more points. I mean, it seemed pretty short, for just about half an hour, right? And a bit more flow should we have. I mean, just a critical appreciation, that's all. As a trainer, you've got real potential to go ahead. So a little more punch in it and it would be fantastic. It was a good presentation. The video was a good one. Good job.
Thank you,
Okay?
Yes, good morning, Sitesh here. Yes, Vysakh, you did a good job. Thank you, Vysakh, for the timeout. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice session.
Thank you, sir.
ഹലോ നമസ്കാരം വൈശാഖ്. രണ്ടുമൂന്ന് കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയാം. നമ്മൾ ആ പവർ പോയിന്റ് ടെംപ്ലേറ്റ്സ് ഒന്ന് നന്നായിട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. കുറച്ചും കൂടി അട്രാക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ടെംപ്ലേറ്റ്സ് ഒന്ന് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. അതിലൊരു ടെംപ്ലേറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്. നിങ്ങൾ ആ ബാറ്റ്നയുടെ ടെംപ്ലേറ്റിന്റെ താഴെ നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ അറിയാം, അതിൽ ഷട്ടർ സ്റ്റോക്ക്. അപ്പൊ അത് നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം. നമ്മൾ ഷട്ടർ സ്റ്റോക്കിന് എടുക്കരുത്. അതൊരു കോപ്പിറൈറ്റ് ഉള്ള ടെംപ്ലേറ്റ്സ് ആണ്. ബാറ്റ്ന പറയുന്ന സമയത്ത് ബാറ്റ്ന എന്താണ്, വൈ ഡു പീപ്പിൾ നെഗോഷിയേറ്റ്, അത് നമ്മൾ പറയണം. സോ എന്തിനാണ് ആൾക്കാർ നെഗോഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണത്, അതിന്റെ ഒരു ഫ്രെയിം വർക്ക് ആണ് ബാറ്റ്ന എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ. അപ്പൊ അതിൽ കുറച്ചും കൂടി ക്ലാരിറ്റി വരുത്തിയിട്ട് പറയുവാണെങ്കിൽ, ഇത് ടെക്നിക്കൽ ഇതിനെ പറ്റി അറിയുന്നവർക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും ബാറ്റ്ന എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്. ഇത് അറിയാത്തവർ ഒരുപാട് പേരുണ്ടാവും. അപ്പൊ അതെന്താണെന്നൊന്ന് ചെറുതായിട്ടൊന്ന് ബ്രീഫ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കുറച്ചും കൂടി നന്നായിരിക്കും. കുറച്ച് എക്സാമ്പിൾസ്
ആക്ച്വലി എന്താ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചെന്ന് വെച്ചപ്പോ, നമുക്കിപ്പോ ഇങ്ങനെ സൊല്യൂഷൻ ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റീവ് എടുക്കുന്നതിന് പാർട്ട്ണർ എന്നൊരു ടേം യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. സോ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കണക്ട് ചെയ്ത് പറയാന്ന് ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ ഇപ്പൊ നെഗോഷിയേഷൻസ് ഒരുപാട് നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട് ഓൾറെഡി. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ അതിനെപ്പറ്റി ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണല്ലോ. സോ അത് പിന്നെയും എടുക്കണ്ടെന്ന് വെച്ചു. അപ്പൊ ഡയറക്റ്റ് ആ ടേമിലേക്ക് തന്നെ കണക്ട് ചെയ്യാന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് ലാസ്റ്റ് അത് കിട്ടുന്നത്.
ഇത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. സോ ഓൾ ദ വെരി ബെസ്റ്റ്, ഡു വെൽ. ഓക്കെ,
Thank you, sir. Now I invite our Vice President, JC Shiny Sachet, for vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we wrap out this enriching session, let's take a moment to truly appreciate what we have gained today. Conflicts an inevitable part of life, and thanks to Jc Vysakh V, we now have practical strategies and fresh perspective on handling effectively. A big thank you to our speaker for sharing his expertise and making this session engaging and insightful. Your journey and knowledge have not only educated us, but also inspired us to navigate conflicts with confidence. A special shout out to our JCI Triprayar leadership team, President JC Krishna TS, Secretary JC Abhishek, Treasurer JC Ankit, VP, Training JC Siddharsh, and Director Training JC Savit for their dedication in making Skill Sprint 2025 a success. And of course, a huge thank you to each of you here today. Your enthusiasm and willingness to learn make all these differences, creating a truly valuable experience for every young one. Let's take what we have learned today, apply it in our daily lives, and continue on our journey of learning, growing, and empowering ourselves and those around us. Thank you all, and see you all next session. Thank you.
Thank you, JC Shiny. Thank you. So the learning never stops. See you next week for the next sprint. Thank you.